Pardon me. Any chance y'all would be on a YouTube channel? I do interviews. I ask 3 questions to people, and I see what they have to say. It takes about 30 seconds. If you don't want to, my apologies for taking the time. Yeah.
Sure.
If you'd be interested.
Sure.
My name's Butts. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
What do you think is going on in the world today?
Like politically?
Anything.
I would say
It could be what's going on in the world of Kirby. Nice hat, by the way. I'm saying, like, what do you think's going on? When people say, sir, what do you think is going on in the world? I'm dying to know. Here's your platform. What's the first thing you want to be like, I don't know?
First thing I would say is it just feels like, kind of like the age-old thing of like human beings are like doomed to repeat the past if they don't learn from it.
Heard that.
Yeah.
Feels like if anything, that's just a lot of it, and a lot of misinformation seems to just be deemed as truth. Where it's just like, no, that's not really the case. It as difficult as it may be, I understand that like a lot of people that like be like around like the age like 20, 25, 26 or something like that, you're really built in like your thoughts of anything or your perspectives. Though the moment that you don't consider the opposite like spectrum of anything, you're very much closing off any more knowledge you could learn. Nothing's more terrifying than like finding somebody as that age being like, I've done enough learning in my life, and it's like, no. There's always the time to learn.
You know what's the trick? You ask them a good question.
There you go.
They go, oh, they realize themselves. You can tell them the sky's blue, but if they're doing this, like, I don't believe you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Have you tried looking up today?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that was easy.
Exactly.
For sure. Another question. What's a truth you know about that many people are unaware of or disagree with? You kind of already hit it, but if there's anything that crosses your mind.
Yeah, it kind of does just go off of, not even trying to go off of the first, but like, yeah, like just being able to admit that you can be wrong.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's really, for some reason, there's like a mistake of excusing pride and ego for thinking that like being wrong is a bad thing, or like the equivalent like, oh, to fail is a bad thing. No, it's an opportunity to learn.
It's very human.
And to grow. The most terrifying thing you can do is be stagnant. In understanding that you're wrong, you can understand there's more to what you thought. Because nothing's more terrifying of, what's more scary? In a world of things that you don't understand, or a world where at the age that you're at, as young as you are, that you understand everything and there's nothing left to learn, there's nothing left to understand.
I like it. I don't have to make it the same 4 questions now. That's dope.
I got one for you.
Surely.
Love isn't a feeling. It is, but it's also a commitment, and it's something that takes a lot of work, and most people, they don't want to put in the work. They get the butterflies, the feeling, and then they're like, oh, it's hard now. Like, you have to keep reinvesting in your own relationships in order to continue to be in love.
The age-old saying of you got to make love work.
Exactly.
Yeah, I heard that. All right. Very good. Last question for both of y'all. This is yes or no. Do you think the media tells you the truth?
No.
No. Everything has a bias.
What a coincidence.
Everything has a bias to it,
Beautiful.
and like there are people who their job is to try to tell you what they know, and but everything goes through a filter of their own.
That is just like the best thing to keep in mind with any of it is like saying, you know, if you're gonna go into like learning a thing, understand like these people in the media, it's like they don't have all the facts. It's like what I'll say, like an age-old thing of like any discussion whatsoever. I would say, especially if I don't have enough knowledge on the thing, I'll say, listen, I don't have all the facts. These are my thoughts. These are my feelings. And even just something simple as like, this is what I learned back in art school, actually, which is just like, even critiquing anything it be, whether it be information that you hear, things that you learn, what thing you want to invest, or like give advice or anything. First of all, don't give advice unless somebody asks for it. B, if you're going to ask, like give any critiquing, never use the word but. The moment you say the word but, it disregards everything you just said beforehand. You could be like, oh, I love how this looks. I love what you're saying here, but forget everything other than that. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong and say why you got to listen to me here. If you say, I like this, and if you want it to be better, I would think maybe look into this stuff. It's much better. A person's more inclined to actually listen to you and hear you.
Great stuff. Yeah, thank you so much. Would you like to say your name? You don't need to if you don't want to.
I'm good.
No, it's all good, though.
My name's Butts. Pleasure. And pleasure. Same 3 questions. That's the channel. Take care, everybody.